Kitenge, Ankara or Dutch wax. It has many names, but it's the quintessential African print. Vibrant and colorful, it's growing in popularity in the US.
For the last 2 years, maybe 3 years, it's been African things that's been in demand.
Titi Ray has been designing clothes for more than 20 years. But it's only recently she decided to build her brand around African prints.
2 years ago, a friend of mine said, since you sell online, you're selling all these other things, go ahead and make like a little pencil skirt, something that's not too African looking with the African print, and put it up for sale and see what happens. I think people will like that. And so I did that, and I sold it like within a week. This was a photo shoot submitted to several magazines.
The popularity of her prints encouraged Titi to create more. Now her work is in demand, especially at the annual MMEG International Arts and Crafts Fair at the World Bank. Contemporary African designs are becoming a hot ticket at pop-up events like this, a chance for up-and-coming designers to boost their brands by getting some exposure. With a little help from the rich and famous, of course.
Actually, back in the 90s, it got a little popular with Queen Latifah, wearing those hats and other celebrities. And it seems like when celebrities do something, then the regular people will follow. So if Beyonce is wearing like the dashiki shirt, Beyonce wore it. Everybody wanted it. Chris Brown wore it. Everybody wanted it.
Blogger Yasmin Saibu, who often features the prints on her blog, also gives tips on where to buy the clothes.
With things like the movie Black Panther, that definitely brought more awareness to African print. And even with technology now that, you have things like Instagram and Facebook, so you can actually see pictures of how people are wearing them in different African countries so that you can try to emulate or purchase those same styles.
Finding a way to grow mass appeal isn't easy, and Titi has had to adapt the styles to fit a more modern, everyday look.
I noticed in the wintertime it's hard to find warm African clothes. So I got the idea to cover a sweatshirt with African print. Sometimes I put a zipper where you can wear it as a jacket, or I do the hoodies. So a lot of people do like the sweatshirts. And the latest thing in fashion is the puffer scarves. It has a flannel on the inside and the African print on the outside, and it has a padding on the inside, and it's really warm on your neck. So you just put it on, pass that through, and you're nice and warm. It's like having a mini comforter on your neck. People in Chicago will really appreciate this.
Although the prints are mainly worn by African Americans and Africans in the US, other cultures are also finding ways to incorporate them into their wardrobe.
I get to pick the fabric and then pick the design and sort of make something that's sort of couture, unique.
I'm seeing it a lot in this, what they call kind of bobo or hipster cultures, where they're starting to integrate aspects of their fabric, like, pockets on a t-shirt.
African prints may not be mainstream yet, but they're getting global exposure, and it's proving profitable for enterprising designers across the United States. Maria Galang, CGTN, Washington.